What's happening, everybody? I'm Daniel DJSBabes and welcome back to the channel. Voopoo has been doing extremely well with their Vinci series of pod mods, or AIOs if you will, the Drag S and the Drag X as well, and they also produced recently a dual battery box mod, a really nice one which I reviewed, the Argus box mod. Now we have the Argus Pro, again an AIO type of device or pod mod, however, this time they are calling it Argus Pro as opposed to Drag, go figure. Also, it actually comes in the same kind of carrying case we've seen before, pretty neat. Inside the box you'll find the Argus Pro in the color chosen, with the pod installed but no coil inside. You will find the two included PNP coil heads. You will find the user manual. Last, a rather short yet Type A to Type C USB charging and firmware upgrade cable. Here are both the Drag S and the Drag X pod mods, where the only difference between the two is the fact that one has an internal battery and the other uses a removable battery. However, both use the same tank, same PNP coil heads, same airflow control. I've reviewed them and you can find the reviews on my channel. Then, as I said, they released the Argus mod, which is still one of my favorite dual battery box mods this year, and also came paired with the same tank but with a 510 adapter to make the tank compatible with any 510 based box mod. So by now you've seen enough resemblances already, as the Argus Pro is very similar to the Drag S and Drag X, using the same kind of magnetically attached tank, using the same tried and true PNP coil heads, using the same chipset and the same display and user interface. Same airflow control, same control buttons, you see where this goes. The Argus Pro is like a tune-up to the design of the Drag S and the Drag X, but built pretty much along the same lines, to be honest. The tank now comes with a rubber band that seemingly fits into the tank, but is the same exact kind of tank, which is backwards compatible, of course. It takes the same PNP coil heads and has the same bottom fill port. It does attach magnetically, of course, but would you look at that? That's right, this has to be the major difference in the Argus Pro. Besides firing with the press of the fire button, it now also fires automatically due to the integrated automatic draw switch. This kit comes with two coil heads, the 0.15 ohm PNP coil head and the 0.3 ohm PNP coil head, so there's nothing new here either, so let's move on. The Argus Pro will offer up to 80 watts of power delivery, and when you attach the atomizer with the coil head, it will still suggest the power for that coil head as well. With the coil head that has lower power ranges, it will still keep you limited to the range the coil head can handle, just like before. Pressing the fire button 3 times will allow you to choose between both automatic firing and fire button, or just fire button, as well as RBA mode, unlocking the full wattage with both automatic firing and fire button, as well as fire button only. So besides the same looks as the Argus box mod and the same squishy handle, and at the same time the same overall looks as the Drag S and the Drag X, we have a bumper around the tank, we have a little metal thingy for a lanyard I guess, and we have what looks like a battery cap down at the very bottom, but isn't really a cap. It's not removable as the battery is internal and non-serviceable. Pretty much a fusion between the Drag S and Drag X and the Argus dual battery box mod I reviewed not too long ago. Besides the Argus Pro, they are also releasing the regular non-pro version of the Argus, which is very much alike yet with a more simplified display, capped at 40 watts and has only half of the battery capacity as the Argus Pro. It actually looks nice being smaller, by the way. Let me know if you want a separate video with more detail down below. So, the Argus Pro is available in 5 different colors for around $65. And it's not too bad. I actually enjoyed the Drag S and the Drag X quite a lot. The shape, the functionality, and the pod. The Argus Pro is no different. The main differences are literally aesthetic. So if you already own and love the Drag X or the Drag S, do you need to upgrade? Not really, I wouldn't, but if I was searching for this kind of device not owning any of the previous ones, absolutely. I love the fabric leather and the looks of this one, but I also love the automatic draw switch and how responsive it is. I'm just not a huge fan of this hanging thingy for the lanyard, I suppose, so myself personally, I've thought about cutting it off with a big wire cutter or something else along those lines. This thing annoys me quite a lot. The added bumper is a new thing, but it comes off so easily, and the tank isn't even made of glass, so I took it out. It's just a little strange how the mod looks like it has a battery cap down at the bottom, but doesn't open as it's built with an internal battery. Same applies to the non-pro Argus rendition, by the way. So just like before, I like the bright and sharp display. It has a Type-C USB for charging in now covered. The tank is convenient as it's magnetically attached and again compatible with any other models, and it uses PNP coil heads. It has an RBA mode and of course is compatible with the PNP RBA. Seriously, despite the hanging little buckle lanyard attaching thingy that gets annoying, and the still present voltage limitations with low ohm coil heads as there's no voltage boosting capabilities, there's really not much else to complain about here. So if I was to rate this one, I would give it a B, maybe a B+. If you want to see a more in-depth look of a non-pro Argus version, let me know in the comment section down below. And if you want a special opportunity to score one of these, YouTube doesn't allow it to be conducted on the platform, so it will be conducted externally through my website's newsletter, which you have to be already signed for, or sign for right now using the link in the corner or the link in the description down below. You also have to add hashtag voopoo to your comment just to let me know you want to enter in the same newsletter sent every Sunday with the winners for the previous week. Alright, I'm done. Stay sexy and vape on.